Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today, let's take a look at the 2026 Chevrolet Traverse. This is the Z71 all-wheel drive. It's finished off in a sterling gray metallic, and with some options, MSRP is just over $57,000. This is a three-row SUV that has a lot to offer for its smaller size. And we'll start off underneath the hood, where this is powered by the 2.5-liter four-cylinder turbocharged engine. It's paired to the 8-speed automatic. This pumps out 328 horsepower, 326 pound-feet of torque. It's all-wheel drive, like I stated. It'll do 0 to 60 in around 7 seconds. And as far as fuel economy goes, you're looking at 20 in the city, 24 out on the highway, and its ground clearance measures in at 7.7 inches. Now up front, you'll notice the Z71 badge. There's also red tow hooks. This gets a forward camera along with parking sensors and the sensor for Super Cruise, which is an option for this model. You'll notice the DRLs and turn signals, headlights and high beams with the trim accents and more cutouts in the middle section of that bumper, along with some crisp lines coming down the hood to give it a great look. Now there's also some plastic for the front bumper there. It's on the fender flares, the lower side skirt. This has 18-inch wheels with the two-tone design and that all-terrain tire. There's also the camera and turn signal, gloss black throughout, and a full moonroof up top. Now, as we take a step back, for being a three-row SUV, really good proportions and a neat design for that rear window there. There's a two-tone design for the spoiler with the wiper blade, LEDs for all the lighting, backup camera, parking sensors, even a quad-tip dual exhaust, and this is capable of towing up to 5,000 pounds. Now, this also has remote start, so you can very quickly do that. And then you can hold on that button to shut it off as needed. Now you can also use the key fob or the release underneath to gain access to the cargo space. Now with the third row up, you still have a good bit of space. There's also some hidden storage, which is nice to see. There's some tie-down hooks, and the third row is manual. I think that's much nicer. You do have to have the second row in the right position, but that is much nicer than being automatic. It is very quick to do, especially with going around and adjusting the captain's chairs. Now, if this vehicle locks, you have proximity door handles in all four corners to lock and unlock the vehicle. This is equipped with the Bose audio, really nice soft touch materials along with the red stitching, storage down below. And with the captain's chairs, you can just pull on this release, push the whole seat forwards, and that's how you can gain access to the third row. At 5'10", I could ride around. It's a little bit tight as you would expect. There's an auxiliary with some storage there. You have vents up top. I have about 2.5 inches of headroom. So it is nice, mainly for smaller kids, but functional for adults if needed. And these seats do move forwards and backwards, so you can accommodate for leg room. Now there's storage pockets, cup holders, your temperature and fan speed, some auxiliaries, storage down below. There's also the armrests, and these seats do recline too. So they are very comfortable. Now this also has the window controls, side mirror adjustments, lock and unlock, liftgate release, more storage, and then Z71 in the headrest for these front seats. Now as we start this up, this has the leather steering wheel. You'll notice the ambient lighting here to indicate the Super Cruise. There's also paddle shifters, cruise control settings, Super Cruise, distance pacing, and then voice commands, volume, the heated steering wheel, and there's a few different pages in the gauge cluster to go through, depending on the information that you need to see. Now there's the e-brake along with different driving modes. So depending on what you're doing, you can go through all of these, and you can also go between all-wheel drive and two-wheel drive. So just depending on if you don't need that all-wheel drive system, it will be front-wheel drive biased. There's the engine start stop, dimmer switch for the gauges, really neat red trim accents with one air vent. And then with the infotainment system, you have a good bit to go through. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, you have the parking assistance, trailering modes, you can get into some off-road settings and pull up various information here, depending on what you'd like to see. You have your phone as well. Headlight controls are always going to be on this left side, so you can quickly get into those along with lane keeping assist. There's also a split view. You can easily get into some more controls here as needed. There's music, navigation, and phone when that's paired. Lower section is going to show you your fan speed, heated seats, temperature, where you'd like the air to go. you can also adjust everything from down below. So you have fan speed, defrosters, and on and off. There's wireless charging with auxiliaries, 2 cup holders. You have more storage down below, along with storage in front of the armrest. You have more storage in the glove box, and this even has the digital rear view mirror. You have various settings you can go through within that system. There's some OnStar controls, a sunglass holder, and adjustments for the sunshade and sunroof. Those are both automatic. And then with this 3-row SUV, it's still pretty easy to see in both directions. And then this is your gear selector. So just by pushing that up, you can get into both cameras. So your rear and front, of course. There's also a hitch view. Drive is going to be down, and then park's located on the end of the stalk. And still in sport mode, second gear, here we go. And honestly, it's pretty quick. It gets up and moves. It has plenty of power to move this 3-row SUV. So this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for the Chevrolet Traverse. Like I mentioned earlier, the paddle shifters aren't that responsive for an acceleration like I just did. They're going to be better for towing or if you take this off the pavement. But they are there and functional when needed. And this has been a really nice SUV to drive. With its size too, it's very easy to keep in the lines. You really can't even tell that it's a 3-row SUV from the driver's seat, which is nice. So it has that smaller footprint. And it's a great commuting vehicle, one to haul people from point A to point B, and just use it as an SUV. Put in a lot of items, fold all the seats down, and you have a really nice vehicle to rack up the miles and just use it as a family vehicle. So it's pretty comfortable, not a lot of road noise or wind noise out on the highway, and it's just a good overall vehicle, especially for its price too. Now there's several other trim levels, just depending on your budget and the options that you're looking to get. But for a 3-row SUV around the $60,000 mark, it's definitely an option to take a look at. If this is a layout that you like, all the tech features, we have some important controls down below, which is nice to have those as physical buttons. And then we'll do the same turnaround that I did earlier. Even on a small road like this, very maneuverable to easily do that. But that is going to wrap it up for the 2026 Chevrolet Traverse Z71. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a huge thumbs up and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.